Now, you've also got GDAX.com, which is spelled out GDAX.com. Now, GDAX.com is in the US. It has Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. GDAX is basically it's connected well with Coinbase. I'm not sure if they own it or it's a partner somehow, but it's basically like an extension of Coinbase. In terms of the countries it works in are very similar to the ones that it works in for Coinbase. You can send a wire transfer into GDAX. You can also deposit with ACH or SEPA on GDAX as well. And then you can withdraw up to 10,000 a day on it. So you can deposit on GDAX. However, just like Coinbase, it doesn't work in Canada. It does work in Europe and it does work in the UK, but Australia and Singapore have limited trading functionality as well. So GDAX is another option. Then there's another website, and I hadn't heard of this until I just researched it today. It's called Gemini.com. So it's Gemini.com. Gemini.com works in Hong Kong and South Korea also. So if you're in one of those countries, specifically Hong Kong or South Korea, you might be interested in making a deposit through Gemini instead of using one of the other websites. Hong Kong, South Korea, Singapore is also on here, the United Kingdom and Puerto Rico, as well as Canada and the United States. So on Gemini, you can buy in with US dollars in Canada. I hope they'd support Canadian dollars, but maybe they just do Bitcoin US dollars on everything. It looks like they just do Bitcoin US dollars on everything. But here you can buy in the US as well as Canada, Hong Kong, Singapore, and South Korea on Gemini. So that looks good to me. Now there's also XBTCE, which it has a knowledge base in Russian as well as these others. So you'd hope with the knowledge base in Russian you could buy in if you were in Russian. And I think this might be, I'm not sure if that's Japanese or Chinese, but whatever this language is here is supported. Here, let me just click on this and see what, let's take a look. Chinese, yes, all right, Chinese. There we go. I think that was my first guess. I might have said Japanese. So you'd hope with support documents in Russian and Chinese, they'd be able to get Russian and Chinese customers on board. On BTCE.com, it's basically, they've got listed here wire transfer and perfect money. So they also have they have FasaPay, and they have that listed on there as well. But basically, this looks like you're going to need to be able to make wire transfer as well. However, it says deposit via the option. It says profit can also be withdrawn by wire transfer. Deposit via this option was the largest, whatever that means. So XBTCE might work for you as well. And that's a basic coverage. These are 6 websites. These are 6 websites where you can essentially deal straight with the exchange. And in terms of getting the best price, that is what you want. Now, the next 2 websites I'm going to give you, so I'll go back over these real quick. Tell them what you told them. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and tell them what you told them. So Coinbase and Bitstamp.net are my 2 top choices. Kraken and GDAX, and Gemini and XBTCE also look like excellent options.